What's up, guys? How are you? It's a Monday and time for another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and we are back after a winning Sunday, which gave us a flat week, but it could have been a winning week. The Cardinals, man alive, what was that? The Cowboys gets us easily there. The Patriots win the game outright against the Buffalo Bills. How about that? Talk about a bad week for the city and state of New York. The Giants lose to the Saints. Congrats to Andrew Erickson for calling that. The Jets get embarrassed. The Cowboys wreck them. Huge. And the Bills, they lose. The Yankees get embarrassed in both games. Vlad Guerrero, a grand slam. We go way over in game one, way over in game two. Colts in a laugher against the Raiders. I laid the 7 with the Colts as well. Are you serious? How do you lose that game, Arizona? The New York Jets of the West. How do you lose that game? But it blew 2.25 units. I mean, that should have been a 4-0 day. It should have been a 4-unit day. That should have been a sweep. That should have been a winning week. All of that was costly. Cost me my entry in a survivor pool, a media survivor pool. I'm out from that. I'm sure many of you are also dead in your survivor pools after the Cardinals and that loss. I mean, my gosh. Rams were first. The Cardinals were second in most survivor pools. Gone. Just a crazy, crazy weekend in the NFL. A lot of fun. And we'll do it all one more game here in Week 5 tonight with the Chiefs on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Before we give you the bets for today, let's talk about our friends at Hard Rock Bet. It is Week 5, wrapping up in Duval between KC and Jacksonville. Listen to some of these streaks from the Stats Hub at Hard Rock Bet, live odds. You can see on all these streaks in the app. Kareem Hunt has found the end zone in 6 straight October games and has rushed for 33 or more yards in 8 Monday night games in a row. KC has won straight over Jacksonville. 6 straight, I believe. The last win for the Duval Bulls was in 2009. Patrick Mahomes has thrown for 272 or more yards in 7 straight Week 5 games. His total is set for 250. Hollywood Brown has reached the end zone in 5 straight Week 5 games, and Noah Gray has recorded 23 more receiving yards in 4 consecutive October games. His total is set at 10.5 for tonight. If you haven't tried your first bet on Hard Rock Bet, still time to get 150 in bonus bets. If you win, place a $5 bet, and if it hits, you don't not only get your winnings, but also 150 in bonus bets. Plus tonight, Hard Rock Bet, you can get a Monday night parlay boost for the game. There's new promos every day. Boost your same game parlay or your SGP Max tonight so your bets pay extra. Download the Hard Rock Bet app and make your first deposit today. All right, let's start here talking baseball, and then we'll get to football at the end. So the Brewers are throwing an opener here. Now, the opener, and they've done this a couple of times here this season, where they've thrown Aaron Ashby with Quinn Priester coming in behind or a starting pitcher coming in behind. Now, Jackson Chirio's injury is awful. Okay, hopefully he can go with the hamstring. If he can't, that stinks. But the day off, maybe it helped him. But we get a reduced price on Quinn Priester. This is a Quinn Priester bet. This is not an Andrew. As long as Aaron Ashby doesn't implode and get 6 outs, that's what they're going to ask him to do, get 6 outs. We get a really cheap price on the Brewers. And they're facing Imanaga, who's a lefty. Same conversation about the Brewers and lefties. We know what the Brewers do to lefties. On the road, Imanaga was a 3.44 ERA guy, 5-5 record, a 220 opposing batting average. Imanaga against Milwaukee was 1-2 on the year. He gave up 3 home runs, 7 earned runs in 17 2/3 innings worth of work, ERA of 3.57. It's been a while. He faced them back on the 21st of August, 7 innings, 2 earned runs, and a 4-3 loss at home to Milwaukee. He won the game at Milwaukee back on the 30th of July. He gave up 3 earned runs in 5 innings. The Cubs won the game 10-3, and he lost the first game back in May, in which he faced the Brewers 4-0. He gave up 2 earned runs, 5 2/3 innings worth of work in a 4-0 win. In that game, Peralta pitched 6 innings, no earned runs, as the Brewers won it. The Brewers this season won the season series. It was 3-3. Now it's 4-3 for that. Actually, you know what? That's not right. Hold on. That number needs to be corrected. It is they corrected that. It says Chicago leads it 2-1, but they played 13 times. So no, that simply is not correct. But for games in Milwaukee, it was 10-0, 6-2 Cubs. Then the Brewers won 4-0. And then it was 4-3. It was 8-4 Brewers, 9-3 Brewers, and 10-3 Cubs. And then game 1 obviously was won by Milwaukee. So it is a 4-3 mark for the Brewers at home up against the Cubs. And I'm going to go with the obvious bet. It's Quinn Priester. Taking Quinn Priester. I'm taking the Brewers simply on the money line. -115. I get a reduced price in game 2. Brewers money line to beat the Cubs today at 1.15 units. Now, bet number 2. I'm a little bit, I don't want to say surprised at this number, but everyone, including me, believes that the Cubs and the Dodgers and the Phillies are going to wind up going for 5 games. So if the Dodgers go in there and they win game 2, if Blake Snell goes out there and pitches an unbelievable game and the Dodgers win after winning game 1, 5-3, if they win this game, this series is over. Like, this is the series. I can't see the Phillies losing this game, and I get plus money on the Phillies. I get plus money, team backs against the wall. It's going to be all hands on deck like we would assume. It's Luzardo going for the Phillies here, who was a 4.16 ERA, but he was 8-2 at home this year. He lost at L.A. the last time he saw the Dodgers. That was the 17th of September, 7 innings, 4 earned runs, so that's not good. But he won 3 of the 4 starts. The team won 3 of the 4 starts, and he won it too in the month of September. So he needs to be good today. Okay, it'll be a quick hook, but he needs to be good today. I think the Phillies will be able to score against that Dodgers bullpen. You get Snell out of the game, get to the bullpen, Phillies score. I get plus money. I think we have to come in here and take the Phillies. This is almost just an automatic play for me. Phillies money line at plus 113 to even up their series at 1 game piece. Now, before we talk football here tonight on Monday Night Football, let's tell you about the prop bet cheat sheet, which you guys can access when you have the premium opportunity with BettingPros Premium. You get the prop bet cheat sheet for the NFL and the NBA. It gives you the best value plays every day. You get daily prop value rankings based on projections. You can find the best props for all major passing, rushing, and receiving stats for tonight. You can use it now at bettingpros.com/props or on the Betting Pros app coming up here for tonight or for the upcoming NBA season, which will take place in a couple of weeks. One more quick thing. You guys see the hat, the Bostonian versus the book. I am not doing that show today because I am burying my co-host on that show. So today's a very somber day for me. His wake was Saturday and Sunday. And so if you're looking for the Bostonian versus the book today on YouTube or on a replay, the show is off today. We're back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We'll talk more about the show tomorrow, but just a quick heads up as to why no BVB today, as I'm off for the funeral for Dave Sharapan here in Las Vegas. But football, Dave would want us to talk football because it's the Chiefs on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me give you some stats here for Patrick Mahomes in the state of Florida. Mahomes has only lost 1 game ever in the state of Florida, and that was the Super Bowl to the Bucs. It's a pretty good record. It's 5-1 straight up in the month in the state of Florida. The Chiefs have been good this year with quick passing attacks, quick passing routes, and getting the ball out of the hands of Mahomes very, very quickly. The Chiefs have won 9 straight games as outright favorites against the Jags. Their last loss was coming back in 2004. This is just the second Jaguar home game on Monday Night Football since 2012, if you can believe that. Blaine Gabbert was the quarterback going back there. So Mahomes in road games in his career, he's primarily gone over 38-26 to the over. But Mahomes has made 15 career road or neutral starts with extended rest, like the Chiefs have here coming up, that when the spread was under 6 or under, and he was either 6 or he was an underdog. Casey is 10-4-1 ATS in those games. The number is 3.5. I don't think Jacksonville is going to be able to handle the Chiefs here tonight. I liked what I saw last week out of Kansas City. I think this Patrick Mahomes-led offense is starting to hit its stride. I know the receiving core has been banged up and things haven't been great, but the Jaguars are playing well right now because they have a ridiculous number of turnovers going on right now. In fact, it's historic as to what they're doing from a turnover perspective, and I don't think turnover luck is something you want to, bank on here going up against the Chiefs. Trevor Lawrence broke a streak of 6 consecutive games with an interception last week, going without a pick on the road with the road win against the 49ers last week. I think that probably rears its head again with him throwing an interception. But, I mean, this is a Jaguars team that has been extremely opportunistic on this. The Jaguars are just the third team in the last 20 years with 3 or more takeaways in each of their first 4 games. Like, that's not going to continue. Through 4 games, the Jags have 13 turnovers. They have a +9 turnover differential, number 1 in the NFL. I think that ends here tonight. I don't think the Chiefs turn the football over that many times. I think Trevor Lawrence and company are going to be in trouble. I'm going to lay the 3.5 points here. It may take to the second half. It may be a close first half, and then the second half, the Chiefs stretch it out and get the victory, but I'll lay the 3.5 points with KC tonight at home on Monday Night Football. So plays for tonight: Brewers money line at -115, Phillies money line at +113, and the Chiefs on the road against the Jaguars at -3.5. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow us across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.